Greetings, everyone. Well, once again, my reputation for being a movie collector on various formats seems to have preceded me. Because a little while ago, well, I say a little while ago, I think it was actually about 4 years ago. Yeah, we were playing a bit of catch up. Anyway, a little while ago, there was a knock at my door. I checked the peephole, and there's this sweet little old lady there. And I'm like, why is there a sweet little old lady knocking on my door? Usually, when someone knocks on my door, it's because they want something from me, or it's a package delivery, or my rent is late and it's the landlord. So I had no idea. So I open up the door. It's like, hi, can I help you? And she just says, oh, hi, I heard, from the manager that you like to collect movies. I'm like, oh, yeah, absolutely. So I thought, is she going to want to borrow a movie to watch or something? I don't really lend them out. And she said, well, I'm getting rid of my movie collection, and I was wondering if you wanted it. Sure, yeah, no, I'm always happy to get a stack of new movies. So she handed me this bag full of DVDs. Yeah, quite a mix of stuff. I haven't really looked through these at all either in all the time that I've had this bag. So I set it aside intending to do this video essentially. And then, life happened, other things, I was working on other stuff, and it just got tucked away in a cupboard and I forgot about it. And then recently I've been reorganizing everything and I found the bag and I'm like, oh yeah, the little old lady collection. And she said, yeah, I'm going to, probably bring you some more at some point. I'm just in the process of getting rid of all of them. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no, sure. I'll happily take them off your hands. Probably keep a few, sell a few, give some away, whatever. And then I never saw her again. Yeah, there's a lot of old people in my building that, let's just say this is their final home. And I kind of have a sneaking suspicion that's what happened there. And, well, rest in peace, little old lady. We're about to check out your collection, and I'm sure it will be quite interesting. So let's see what we got. Little old lady's DVD collection gifted to me. I don't know what the title is. I'll find a better way to word the title, but today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Alrighty, well, let's see what little old ladies like to watch. Well, first up, we have a burned disc of the Polar Express. I'm guessing that was probably a gift from a grandson. I don't see many grannies burning DVDs, but yeah, very nice. I think we do have I'm pretty sure we've at least got the DVD of that one. And then we have, a little bit dusty, the original Snapper Case edition of The Perfect Storm, which I don't think I've actually seen. Who's in this one? George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg. Oh, okay, I did not realize this was directed by Wolfgang Petersen. Yeah, who of course did Das Boot and The Never-Ending Story. Very cool. Yeah. And oddly, they don't mention either of those on the back. Interesting. Oh, and Diane Lane, Karen Allen. Yeah, Marion from the Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So there we go. And then we have Along for the Ride. I have a feeling this is going to be a very eclectic collection. I have no idea what we're in for. So with Patrick Swayze and Melanie Griffith. Well, you can't go wrong with that pairing there. There we go. And someone else under the sticker, Penelope Ann Miller. Okay. So previously enjoyed from Blockbuster, no less. This is actually an ex-Blockbuster. Very cool. Then we have, Tommy Lee Jones and Ashley Judd in Double Jeopardy. So nice little thriller. Who else is? Oh, is that Bruce? What's his name? Bruce Greenwood. Yeah, Bruce Greenwood's in this too. Yeah, who's of course Christopher Pike in the Kelvin-verse Star Trek movies. I remember him as what's his name? Thomas Vale in a one-season wonder show called Nowhere Man. That was such a good show. It was where he played a photographer who filmed, who had a photo of like an execution, and then suddenly there was this like secret government agency who was just like trying to track him down and get him and get the negative, and like it was this great like sort of, it's kind of like The Fugitive but more conspiracy oriented and more of a continuing story. Yeah, Nowhere Man, great stuff. Love Bruce Greenwood. Then we have, oh boy, I have a few editions of this, and funny thing is I don't even like the movie that much. We have Grease, and I have to say some aspects of this movie have really not aged well, but yeah. Tell me more. Did she put up a fight? Like, yeah, that's anyway. One of my ex-girlfriends loved that movie, and I heard the soundtrack incessantly, which probably is why one reason why I don't like it all that much. Oh, here we go. We got Gerard Depardieu and Andie MacDowell. Green Card. Yeah. There was just like a slew of these types of movies in like the 90s and early 2000s. All these like feel-good romantic comedies. Yeah. But I mean, I love Andie MacDowell ever since seeing her for the first time in Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Love that movie so much. I really got to pick up the Criterion edition of that. And Gerard Depardieu is, you know, an all-time great. Then we have Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman, interesting pairing, While You Were Sleeping. There you go. So yet another romantic comedy. Yeah, Sandra Bullock did a whole bunch of those. Bill Pullman actually you don't see in romantic comedies very often. He usually does other stuff, but very cool. Then we have another Sandra Bullock. I'm guessing she was a Sandra Bullock fan. Who isn't? Come on. Definitely one of my Hollywood crushes. We have Forces of Nature. There we go. So another with good old Ben Affleck. Yeah, Ben's done like every kind of movie imaginable. Oh, this might be a keeper because I foolishly sold the Blu-ray a while back. We have Sean Connery coming back as Bond in Never Say Never Again. Yeah. I don't think, I can't check because it's behind the brick wall, but I'm pretty sure I don't have the Blu-ray of this anymore, so this is actually kind of nice to have, so I can at least see the movie again. Yeah, is that, that's Kim Basinger, right? Yeah, so we got Sean Connery, Max von Sydow, Barbara Carrera, Kim Basinger, Bernie Casey. Wow. Hell of a cast. Yeah, I haven't seen this in quite a while. I think I did watch it when I got the Blu-ray a while back. It was way back when I was collecting the James Bond steelbooks, and at the time the Blu-ray was fairly easy to come by, but not anymore. I don't know why, but that's one of the unofficial Bond films, even though it's Sean Connery. And it was kind of a soft remake of Thunderball. But that one came out the same year as one of the official Albert Broccoli Bond films, which is a Roger Moore one. It was Octopussy, I think, was the one that came out that year. I've talked about this before. The plan was to release them both simultaneously, like within either the same day or within, you know, a few days of each other. And they didn't. So they wanted to do that to have the so-called Battle of the Bonds. And that would have been amazing. Like, what a marketing coup that would have been. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. I think Never Say Never ended up getting released a little later. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Octopussy won the Battle of the Bonds. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up. Carlyle and Kiefer Sutherland. Well, she really didn't care too much about taking the security stickers all the way off, or the shrink wrap. Anyway, to end all wars. There we go. That's great. Yes, I think we'll clean those up. Oh, it's still sticky. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do this right now, because that would just... that would be the most annoying video ever. Just like... Okay, next one. Yeah, I won't put you through that. Oh, here we go. Tom Berenger in Sniper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my mom was a fan of these as well. She liked any kind of... She liked war movies, she liked political thrillers, and, you know, stuff like that. And just general action movies. I mean, Tom Berenger's always great. Of course, everybody knows him from his absolutely amazing performance in Platoon. Oh, Billy Zane is in this, too. Is that Billy Zane? Oh, shit, I didn't recognize it. That's Billy Zane. That's Billy Zane right there. You know Billy Zane. Come on, Billy Zane. Yeah, Billy Zane. Love Billy Zane. Actually, Rose and I have just been watching Twin Peaks, and Billy Zane's character just showed up in that. That was, I think, the first thing I ever saw him in. And I hated his character in that. I hated him because he took Audrey away from Cooper. But that's a whole other story. But I now like Billy Zane just fine. It's just, you know, hate the actor, not the character. No, other way around. Hate the character, not the actor. But, yeah, you know what sold me on Billy Zane? Demon Knight. If you've seen Demon Knight, you know what I'm talking about. He is so fucking funny in that. He's the demon in it. And he's the bad guy. And he's so hilarious in it. Like, just chewing up the scenery. And then, of course, he was the Phantom. Slam evil, you know? Come on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I actually just picked up the 4Ks of all these, but, oh, classic. Revenge of the Pink Panther, which was the last Pink Panther movie, the 5th one. Well, the last one to star Peter Sellers. We don't count Trail of the Pink Panther. The Trail of the Pink Panther is basically a clip show, but more like an homage. But Revenge of the Pink Panther, this one I used to watch a lot because my mom recorded it off, I can't remember if she recorded it off TV or pay TV or what, but it was like one of the first movies she recorded on VHS when we got our VCR, like back in the I'm talking early 80s, like 1981. So just the novelty of being able to watch a movie whenever you want it. I watched this so many frickin' times when I was a kid. I could practically recite it. Not anymore, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but at the time, and yeah, here we go with actual tape. Why is there tape on it? Oh. Because apparently the plastic came off. The plastic came off. So I guess you just taped the insert to the case. Excellent. Well, we can probably find a replacement case for that. So this is Pink Panther Strikes Again, which I believe was the 4th one, I think. I always forget what order they went in. No, I'm pretty sure this is the 4th one. So it goes this, and then Pink Panther Strikes Again, and then Revenge. So, here we go. Oh, this one I've actually never seen. And I've been meaning to see it forever. We have The Pink Panther, starring Steve Martin and Kevin Kline. Yeah. This one I'm actually really curious about, because both of them, Steve Martin and Kevin Kline, legit comic geniuses. And, I mean, who do you get to replace Peter Sellers, really? There's no replacement. But if you're going to get someone who can, you know, do the off-the-wall stuff, a goofy French accent, and, you know, and the physical comedy, I mean, Steve Martin's a pretty damn good choice, I think. So, there you go. Yeah, I am definitely going to be checking this one out. That's great. Yeah. And quite pleased to see, like, so far all of these have been the widescreen editions. Something you really don't see very often with Sweet Little Old Lady collections. Usually they're all about the full screen, but nope, not here. And then we got Tom Cruise before he went crazy. All the Right Moves. Also with Craig T. Nelson and Leah Thompson. Leah Thompson was a huge Hollywood crush for sure. Howard the Duck, Back to the Future. Come on, she's beautiful. Oh, and Caroline in the City. Did you guys ever see that on the sitcom she did, where she was a comic strip artist? And yeah, that one was really good. I really enjoyed that one. So All the Right Moves. Sports movie, which I'm not really into sports movies that much, but and of course appropriate that Craig T. Nelson is in this because he went on later to star in Coach, the fairly long-running sitcom. Actually, he was quite successful in that. Oh, this one. I don't think I've seen this one either. Oh, I spoke too soon. We have some full screen, folks. Sorry, the streak is over. We have Will Smith in Hitch, which I'm pretty sure I've seen this one. Yes. No, I have definitely seen this one. Good stuff. Ah. And here we have another Sandra Bullock, this time a romantic comedy with Hugh Grant, who was a frickin' romantic comedy king back then. We got, what is it, 2 weeks' notice. Yeah. In the Snapper case, no less. Yeah. Good stuff. I don't know how many of these romantic comedies I'm going to dive into. I mean, I might watch them for Sandra, just saying. And I mean, Hugh's pretty good too. He's a good guy. He's funny. Oh, this one. This is another one that's been on my radar forever. I did not realize Michael Mann directed it. I'm so ashamed that I did not know that. Maybe I did and forgot. I'm going to say that. We'll use that as my defense. I knew, and then the information was just randomly deleted one day. We have Will Smith as the legend himself, Muhammad Ali. This is one, I mean, I've actually wanted to see this for a long time, but just, you know how it goes. Things just slip out of your radar, and you don't get back to them. But yeah, might give this one a look-see. Oh, is this the one I'm thinking? Yeah, I remember this one. I have seen this one because this. I remember my parents saw it, and they thought it was really good. So we have Missing with Jack Lemmon and Sissy Spacek, two absolutely legends of the silver screen. Yeah, basically, it's a political thriller and based on a true story where a young American writer and filmmaker disappears. So it's all about his parents trying to find out what happened to him. So yeah, I remember this one made a lot of waves when it originally came out, and based on a true story. So very cool. Yeah, so I know I've seen this, but it was when I was a kid. Like, I wouldn't have really, I'm sure, appreciated it as much as I would now. So, yeah, this is one, you just never hear about this movie anymore. I remember this was like, 1982. Go 1982. So many great movies that year, man. But, yeah, oh, and what's his face is in it? John Shea, yeah. And music by Vangelis? I absolutely forgot that. Executive produced by John Peters and Peter Gruber, who produced the 1989 Batman movie. I was going to say Star Wars. But, yeah, no, I'm definitely going to check that one out. Damn. Sweet little old lady, you got some good taste. Holy shit. Next up, we have Sean Connery and Lawrence Fishburne in Just Cause. Yeah, I feel like my mom would have loved this collection. There's like so much stuff here I know she would have been into. But, yeah, very cool. And good old snapper case. Whoa! Snapper casing. Oh my god. Just a little dirty. But, wow, that's like... Was the label always like so faded like that? I don't know, weird. I thought they did more sort of, oh yeah, it's because the hub is busted, but what do you do, right? And then who else is in this? Kate Capshaw is in this, Blair Underwood, Ed Harris, Ruby Dee. Wow. Very cool. And then we got, well, hold on, we got a few, well, we'll check those out in a sec. I'm just going to put them like that. There we go. Then we have Grumpier Old Men. I love that Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon did these. Basically doing the Odd Couple thing again. Those two just worked so well together. I don't know that I've seen this one. I'm pretty sure I've seen the first one, but yeah. You can never go wrong with some Walter and Jack, you know. Great stuff. And this, did she even watch this? The security stickers are still fully intact. Cool. I wonder if the first one's in here somewhere. I feel like if she had come back and brought more, some of the other ones with chapters missing, and maybe the other Pink Panther movies would have been a part of that. So, there we go. And here we have John Travolta in The General's Daughter. So what have we learned so far? Granny liked, you know, romantic comedies, especially if they had Sandra Bullock in them, and political thrillers. Yeah, very, very similar to my mom's taste. Oh, this one. Yeah. Shockingly, I've never seen this. Director's cut. We got Sylvester Stallone, Harvey Keitel, Ray Liotta, and Robert De Niro. There's a cast of heavy hitters. Holy shit. You know you're in for some grit with that cast. We have the exclusive director's cut of Copland. Yeah, I think I'll be checking this one out. And there's also deleted scenes, shootout storyboard sequence, making of an urban western behind the scenes, and feature commentary with director James Mangold, producer Kathy Conrad, actors Sylvester Stallone, and Robert Patrick. Robert Patrick's in this too. Well, let's see the whole list here. We got Sylvester Stallone, Harvey Keitel, Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, Peter Berg, Janine Garofalo. Oh my God. She should have been a legit superstar. I feel like Hollywood screwed her. I loved Janine Garofalo so much. Beautiful, funny, sassy. If you ever see the Larry Sanders Show where she plays like his PA, she's brilliant in that. And Reality Bites with Winona Ryder and Ethan Hawke, that's a great one too. And Ben Stiller, of course, who I think directed that one. Michael Rappaport. Yeah, no, this is good stuff. This is absolutely my jam. I mean, you know I love a good cop drama, gritty crime thrillers, that sort of thing. I love that stuff. So, yeah, I think I'll have to check that one out. And being the director's cut as well, that's pretty cool. I don't know how available that is now. I'll have to look that up. And then we got, yeah, a little bit more crime drama, I'm guessing comedy as well from the looks of it. Sean Connery, Dustin Hoffman, and Matthew Broderick in Family Business. So, yeah, no, this is definitely a comedy. Yeah. And crime comedies are funny too. I like stuff like that. Alright. And, yeah, clearly we like a bit of Connery. I mean, I'm right there with you, Granny. We got I was going to say Wesley Connery and Sean Snipes in Rising Sun. There we go. Gritty, stylistic, and so sexy. Yeah, that's right. Very cool. Yeah, most of these are widescreen, which is great. Now we got, last but not least, we got a few kids titles. I guess you know, got to have a few for when the grandkids come over, right? We have those of you who know my thoughts on The Lion King will find this hilarious. We have The Lion King 1.5. Yes, further adventures of Timon and Pumbaa. Yeah, we've got Nathan Lane, Matthew Broderick, Ernie Sabella, yeah, and the original voice cast. Yeah, this was one of those direct-to-video sequels that Disney just did a whole spate of in the early 2000s. It seemed like it was just everything was getting a direct-to-video sequel. So we got, yeah, actually 2 discs here. A lot of extras on here, funny enough. And, yeah, cool. So, yeah, I believe, if I remember correctly, this is kind of a parallel story to The Lion King. Yeah. Original voice cast, music by Elton John and Tim Rice. Yeah, so Timon and Pumbaa reveal where they came from, when they met, and how they helped Simba save the Serengeti. Their story includes glimpses into some big events from The Lion King that look a little different from Timon and Pumbaa's perspective, such as when King Mufasa introduced baby Simba to the animal kingdom. Let's just say there was something behind that dramatic moment when all the animals bowed to their new ruler. Very cool. You know, this kind of reminds me of like sort of a comedy take on the concept that if you've ever read Ender's Game, the sci-fi novel, and then there's another book called Ender's Shadow, which follows one of the other characters and tells their story, but a lot of it is parallel to the story from Ender's Game, but from his perspective and stuff like that. It sounds like that, but obviously a lot more lighthearted than the Ender's Game saga. Next up we have, oh, I love these so much. I have all of these. We have the original primetime specials, the first two and, or the first, not the, well, the first one and a couple of other random ones of Garfield, the original 80s primetime Garfield specials. That's great. This is a terrific collection. So this one has Garfield, or sorry, Here Comes Garfield, Garfield on the Town, and Garfield Gets a Life. Oh, yeah, these are great. I love these specials so much. I've watched them so many times over the years. And, yeah, there we go. Yeah, Garfield on the Town is kind of like, it's the one where he meets his mom, and you kind of find out about the origins of Garfield. And then, wow, haven't even opened this. Well, anyway, there's a pamphlet here you can open, which has even more. And coming soon, Garfield and Friends. Yeah, I still need the last, like, 3 volumes of that. Yeah, good luck now. They've been out of print for 20 years. When did this come out? 2004, yeah. So Garfield and Friends, literally 20 years. Then we have another one of the Garfield specials, specifically Garfield Fantasies. This is a terrific one. It's, yeah, we got Garfield's Babes and Bullets, Garfield's Feline Fantasies, and Garfield His 9 Lives. So 9 Lives and Babes and Bullets are both based on stories from Garfield His 9 Lives, which was a coffee table book of 9 different stories by different writers and artists, and all different kind of takes on what Garfield's previous lives may have been like. It's staggeringly creative and so many different art styles, and they absolutely did it justice in the TV adaptation. It's fantastic. I love that special so much, and the book. I got the book for Christmas one year. But yeah, this is a great collection. All 3 of these are terrific. Honestly, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the primetime specials. They're so good. Bratz. Yeah, a lot more fun on DVD. So yeah, I feel like these were basically just kind of picked up so the grandkids would have something to watch when they come visit. And then finally, last but not least, we have, hey, a Scooby-Doo movie. We got Scooby-Doo, Arabian Nights. There we go. So just one of the Scooby-Doo movies. Can't go wrong with some Scoob. And there you go. In the snapper case, and then no insert because the case is the insert. And there we go. Ah, almost made it. We were so close. I just hit the 30-minute threshold on the camera and it shut off as I was about to do the outro. Anyway, that's quite an interesting mix of stuff. I honestly had no idea what to expect. Let me just get this burned disc out of there. And that's quite a mix. We are definitely Sandra Bullock fans. And I'm okay with that, because I also am a Sandra Bullock fan. And I will confess, not being a huge fan of the genre of romantic comedies, I haven't seen very many of her romantic comedies. So, yeah, so I might put those on just when I want something a little lighthearted, you know. But, yeah, and definitely a few duplicates here that I already have, such as the Garfield stuff and whatnot. I don't know if I have that particular Scooby-Doo movie. I'll have to check. I know Frank from the It's Frank YouTube channel has sent me quite a few over the years, so I'll have to double check which ones we have. And some other good stuff, too, like Missing and Ali and Hitch, which I know I haven't seen since that was new, so I'll probably check that one out again. And yeah, some good actioners. Some pretty good stuff. So thank you very much, sweet little old lady, whoever you were, wherever you are. And there you go. I don't know what more we can say. But it's always interesting when I get these collections from people, because you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes there's hidden gems in there. Sometimes it's just a bunch of commercial stuff that you could find at any Walmart bargain bin. But this was actually quite an interesting collection, like far more interesting than I was expecting. And the fact there was so much widescreen, which you really don't see very often with older collectors and their collections. So, very cool. Alrighty, folks. Well, that is it from me to you for now. Hope you enjoyed. So I will see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara.